Hello and welcome back to the HH Gaming channel. Today we have the long-awaited update to our rare only challenge in Raid Shadow Legends. So if you guys haven't seen this already, what we're doing is myself and Never are competing against each other with brand new accounts with the goal of completing as much content as we possibly can in Raid Shadow Legends with only using rare and uncommon and common champions is basically the goal. So it's been a couple of weeks since we've done an update on this video, and I do apologize for that, but we've been exceptionally busy with the website and things like that, so this has been going on in the background. I guess the challenge kind of went on hold a bit whilst the fusion was on, because quite frankly I did not have the time to run 2 accounts and still get the fragment fusion on my main, so hopefully Never hasn't gone too far ahead, but we'll see. So first thing that we've got up here is Never's account. So Luke, do you want to talk us through sort of your past 2 weeks and how you've been getting on?
Not very far from where we left off.
Well, that's good, because I'm certainly not either.
Yeah, so obviously when you mentioned that you needed to take the fusion off, I stopped with you. I didn't want to go too far ahead. It would be a bit unfair to get an extra week and a half over you.
Yep. Okay.
But prior to that, I was trying to farm an accuracy banner for Kale and didn't get one.
Oh.
So
do you have any banners on your Kale?
Yeah, he's got a lovely resist banner.
Ooh.
Which I just took to 16 for a clan quest.
Okay, cool.
Obviously, I'm hoping that maybe I can get the the banner through accessories instead, through the clan shop.
So show us around your account. I guess let's have a look at your champions to start off with. Have you pulled anything new?
No, I mean, I've got another grappler, but other than that, it's all kind of gone to food.
I feel like I probably need to do the same with some of the champions that I'm running, because I've got a massive pool of champions right now. We'll see it when we get to my account. Yeah. But I've had some really nice pulls.
Like in here is just food as well. So,
yeah. Oh, nice. So you've nearly got your next.
Yeah, I've got enough stuff to make the last. I've got a 5-star chicken somewhere. Yeah. So I've got enough to make it. It's just I need to level the last 4-star.
Fair enough. So which champion do you think you're going to be maxing out next?
I couldn't tell you. It'll either be Cold Heart or second Kale, but I really don't know.
Yeah. So how would I think that's because that's a good thing for the people watching. How do you go about making a decision for what your next 60 is going to be? Like what's the pros and cons that you look at? You say your mix between Kale and Cold Heart, but you've also got RARES there. You've got I don't know who else that I would pick.
So RARES, see, I'm not even using the others at the moment, so they're kind of out of the question. RARES is just I only use him in Arena now. He's not used anywhere else. Like sure, I could get the benefit of getting a banner with speed on it. Probably, yeah. There you go. I've got one. But he doesn't get outsped very often.
Sure.
At 235, so I don't need to 6-star him yet.
Okay.
As for Kale and Cold Heart, they obviously they're both in all of my teams. Kale does a lot more damage in terms of things like Clan Boss, which I'm currently 4-keying Brutal on.
Okay.
But Cold Heart is very squishy.
My clan can't even get past hard, so I wouldn't even be able to tell you what I can do on Brutal. I think I need to change clan.
Don't worry, mine doesn't kill anything, but there's my damage.
I mean, that's nice. That's not bad damage at all.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what you do on hard?
I've got a key. Let's find out.
Because I do about 6 million, which I feel like's not great, but it's okay.
We can find out in just a minute. It doesn't last long.
Yeah, that's the thing. When I'm so used to having like an unkillable team, like having this last like I don't know 16 turns if I'm lucky, just feels a bit odd.
Yeah, there's a few of the clan quests that I was looking at. It was like survive 29 turns. I was like, oh yeah, that'll be easy. And I was like, wait, no, I don't think I can survive 29 turns.
Yeah, it's rough. It is rough.
Yeah.
So what's like? I mean, obviously, we're sort of getting back into the challenge now that the fusion's over. I'd love to say that my workload's lightened up a bit, but it just really hasn't.
Not at all.
So what's your plan of action now in terms of progressing through the game? Are you going to be taking part in the event that we've got currently going on for the speed?
Well, yeah, obviously saving energy has conveniently paid off because I've got 1,500 gems and 1.4k energy. So I've got enough for over 400 runs of Dragon, which I'll be setting today.
That's definitely worth it, especially with the 2 times on the speed gear.
100%.
I wish I had a similar amount of energy, but I just don't.
The only thing is, it is going to take away from the fact that I could nearly afford Masteries for KO2 and Cold Heart. But I'm fairly certain that with the gear, with gear upgrades, I could quite comfortably farm. I can farm Minotaur level 14.
Yep.
If I can get some gear upgrades on Apothecary, Cold Heart, Apothecary, Kale, and Dagger, I can probably quite easily farm the other 2's Masteries.
Sure. So which champions have you fully mastered at this point?
Just my 360s are the only things I've mastered at the moment.
Okay. I mean, that's still pretty good, though.
Yeah, and obviously, as you can see, I'm 100 gems short of being able to do these 2 as well.
Yeah.
But it's just, I think it would be stupid not to invest that into the 2 times speed event because it's so beneficial.
I think you're going to smash my damage here because, as I said, I think I'm doing about 6 million, but I'm surviving to about turn 16, so your damage per turn is a lot higher than mine.
Yeah, well, you've got double poisoner as well, haven't you?
Sorry?
You've got double Kale in your
I've got two Kales at 60, actually.
Oh, they both at 60?
Yeah.
Who else? Oh, we'll wait and see yours. I was going to say.
Yeah, we'll see mine in a bit, but...
There goes Cold Heart. See, that's what I mean. She's so much squishier, but you'll see at the end of this why I'm leaning towards Kale instead of her as my next 60.
Well, the thing is, she's so gear dependent as well, and...
Yeah, and the other thing as well, if I was to 60 her now and master her, I'd run with Giant Slayer.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's worth me doing that because I'm only going to change it in the future. Whereas if I got something like, say, a Coffin Smasher, that would replace Cold Heart in my clan boss team.
Coffin Smasher would be very nice.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I haven't managed to pull one of those yet, but...
No.
I think out of the pool of champions that I'd still really like to pull, I think Coffin Smasher would definitely be up there.
Yeah.
And Frozen Banshee would be kind of cool as well.
Yeah.
But I don't really know who else would, apart from Voids. I mean, obviously there's Voids champions that. Yeah. So you're doing about 5 million more than me on hard.
Yeah, but if you look at the damage difference here, right? Obviously, I know he's got poisons, but I just feel like that is a better investment than Cold Heart.
Yeah, I mean, I've 62 KOs on this challenge just because he's such a good champion. He's so versatile. I've got one built as like a nuke campaign farmer, and the other one's going to be built like with higher accuracy and more of a poisoner.
Yeah.
So he's just got that versatility to be able to like really help your teams, especially when we're so limited with the pool of champions that we've got. Using the stronger rares for certain areas of the game is going to be massive. How are you getting on in Faction Wars?
I honestly have not been focusing it too much because I've not invested outside of my first 5 champions really. I've not even put gear on the others. No. I can farm like low levels, which I've been doing when I get the chance to. But that's about it. I will start focusing it more once I'm happy with my core team.
And I guess as well as that, another good challenge or good thing to look at this week, especially with the event up, is what's your fastest champion at the moment?
235.
235.
Yeah.
And so I mean that's actually probably a good break point for us to see how much of an impact this event that's going to be running at the moment has on your account. So if we have a look next week when we do that update as to how fast he is there.
Ooh, Dark Elf Spanner.
Ooh, has he just got it? Is the question live on the recording? Oh, it's HP. Still, yeah, he got crit damage neck there. What was that for? I didn't see it. Was that Bannerlords?
Yeah, but I've got one, but whether the counter attacks are better or not.
Ooh, it may well be. Is that on dagger?
Yeah.
What does her A1 do?
Decrease turn meter.
Ooh. Oof.
Not by much, but it does.
I mean, 4%'s 4%.
Yeah.
So, all right, awesome. Well, should we jump over to my account and we'll have a quick look around and see where I've been up to? Okay, so whilst we were there making the swap over to my account on the stream on the software, Never managed to pull himself his third KO from Mystery Shard, so that's the thing. So we're going to be seeing your team just with 3 KOs or just 5 KOs. Go for it. Why not?
You might well end up seeing 3 KOs Apothecary and Dagger.
Awesome. Right. Okay. So let's look at my pool of champions to start off with, because I've definitely got more to pick from at this point than you have. I've got obviously one less 60 than you, and I haven't got food to get another 60 at the moment, but that is something that I am working on. So champions that I pulled this week, which I'm really interested, or during the past 2 weeks, that I'm really interested in doing stuff with. One of it is Banshee. Now, Banshee's obviously very similar to Bellower in terms of, where is she? There she is. So I'm really interested in building her out, either as like a stun set, or build her as my campaign farmer, which I think could be quite fun. Obviously, she's got the decreased defense on the A1, which is amazing, and attacks all enemies and has 50% chance of removing a random buff on the A2. So coupling that with a stun set, I'm thinking that she could be a really strong champion, and she does have a block active skill actually on the A3 as well once you've ascended her. So yeah, I just think she could be a really cool champion that personally I've never really used before.
No, I don't know how hard she hits. I don't know if you could use her as a campaign farmer. But
I think her multipliers are classed as weak, but also Bellower's are classed as weak as well. And if you don't do the all-out nuke strategy and you go for the go twice strategy, I think she needs about 200 speed-ish to go twice. Then actually how hard she hits shouldn't really matter too much. But
no, you should be able to clear still.
Yeah, so I'll give it a go, I think. But the pride and joy that I pulled was Painkeeper.
Yeah.
Which is obviously huge.
Yeah, that is really big.
Yeah, so Painkeeper is going to make a massive deal to my account. Obviously Apothecary as well, and I have got a Renegade kicking around there as well.
Is your Elhain
Oh, yeah, Elhain as well. Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah, but I haven't built her out yet, so...
No. One thing I meant to ask is, I know you're a day ahead on the login from me because I somehow missed it at some point, and continue to miss equal amounts of days to you during our little break.
Which is weird because I'm pretty sure I must have missed the day in the past 2 weeks. But the problem is, like, it's all well and good that I've been logging in on these days. I haven't necessarily been playing on these days.
No,
so I've sort of opened the account. I've maybe hit Clan Boss and then, just gone back to what I was doing before.
So my question was, what did you get from the 5-star epic shield gear?
Do you know, I probably haven't even looked.
Because I'm quite excited for that tomorrow.
Let's have a look. Immunity shield. Here we go. So quite a nice shield. It's got some speed on it.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, it's not bad.
HP for the chest, so
yeah, it's not bad at all.
No, that's pretty nice.
Do you know, I haven't even looked at it. But I should probably put that on somebody.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty good.
Not 100% sure who at the moment.
I mean, it would probably work quite nicely on Painkeeper.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, because my Painkeeper's literally been bodged together with
Plus, obviously, she's a HP champion as well, so her health pool's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good plan, actually. We will do that later on.
Awesome. Do you know who your next 60 is going to be?
Yeah, Painkeeper.
Yeah.
Painkeeper 100% on my next 60. After that, I'm not 100% sure. I was torn between Zephyr Sniper and possibly Elhain. However, after pulling Banshee and looking at the skill set that Banshee brings in, I honestly think that she's kind of what I like about her is she's different. Like as I said, I've never played her, but I feel like her skills are going to be pretty cool for getting her into a dungeon team, especially because my Zephyr Sniper I have in a stun set. So if I put that stun set on her, I'm going to need more accuracy on it. But yeah, I just think it could be fun to do. Or I just go down the option of bringing up the sniper and using her as my stun champion for now. It's just that the Banshee brings so much more to the party with the decreased defense. Obviously, it's not as good as having War Maiden in there. But actually, even in Arena now, I've dropped right down in Arena. This shows how inactive I've been. But
Sorry, back up easily enough.
Yeah, but my strategy in Arena now is literally, rather than having a decreased defense, I just run 2 KOs. So it's the similar thing to having a decreased defense, but you just have 2 nukes in a row.
Yeah.
And it does the same thing. But I'm not even using War Maiden at the moment. Obviously, I will be using her later on, so I'm certainly not going to get rid of her. But I just don't know that she would be my priority at the moment.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But yeah, as you said, I mean, I can get back up in Arena pretty damn quickly.
Yeah. Plus, bronze medals are always useful. It's not like you're missing out on anything really. Like,
I think I am actually, because I'm not sure that I can make the next step. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get my accuracy up, and I need silver medals for it. So.
Where am I in terms of that? Actually?
What level is your Great Hall at the moment?
Level 8.
Level 8, yeah. So mine's level 10.
I've got half the way into getting level 4.
One thing that I was quite pleased about, how many stars have you got in the Dark Elf faction crypt?
Less than that. I've got 20.
Yeah, I got 32. I was quite pleased with that.
Yeah, that's impressive. I should probably try and push.
Well, the thing is, I've actually got a ridiculous Dark Elf team, because obviously I've got the 2 Kales, Painkeeper. Then we have Spirit Host and Hexweaver.
Yeah, that's a really strong team, and you've invested into all of them.
Yeah,
as well.
And exactly, they're all geared. Most of them have been skilled up. I don't think.
I'm doing my 3rd KO.
Yeah,
gotta catch up with you.
But yeah, so in that sense of things, I'm pretty pleased with my progress. I still haven't pushed Doom Tower at all.
No.
Dungeons, I'm still where I was before, so I think I'm on Dragon 13. Yeah.
When I
1 minute 29 on Dragon 13. Which is, I guess, where I'm going to be sat with this speed event kicking in.
Yeah, for sure.
But my fastest champion is substantially slower than yours. So my Apothecary is 207 speed.
Okay. Well, that'll be a good judge for after the event then.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously we've got the event kicking in. We'll see what speed gear we got. I haven't got anywhere near as much energy as you have to put into it, and I don't really fancy burning gems because I'm close to getting my next set of masteries, which is what I was going to use on Painkeeper to once Painkeeper gets to level 60 to just kind of give it that extra edge, I guess. But yeah, I think in terms of where the accounts are, they're in a pretty solid place for. What are we, like day
38, 39?
Yeah, so just coming up to 40 days into the game.
You watch that day 42 Void Shard's going to be a man-eater and you won't be able to build it.
Yeah. But yeah, like I just think it's a case of just plodding along with it at the moment. I think next week when we do the update, we look at how much of an impact these 2 times speed and things like that events have on an early level account. So we'll see how much we can boost our accounts by increasing them through this event. and at the same time, you know, just kind of plugging away, getting more 60s, and then we can start focusing on progression through the Dragon, through Doom Tower eventually, and into Faction Wars as well.
Yeah, maybe we'll wait for another rotation instead of fighting Bommel.
Yeah, I don't fancy going up against Bommel. But yeah, awesome. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, as I said, we did want to put this update out because we have been extremely hectic. If you do enjoy the content on the channel, please make sure you like and subscribe, give us the thumbs up, that sort of thing. And we've got a load of content coming out soon and later this week in regards to a new project that we're working on. But I won't give away too much information about that until we've sort of released that video. But yeah, in the meantime, guys, obviously have a great day and we'll see you in a video soon.